We did it.
Finally!
We'll tell them about it in a second, though.
Yes.
We definitely forgot that they saw the title of the video.
So that was anticlimactic.
Right.
And
We got 1,000 subscribers, and so thank you so much for joining us. It has been a blast.
it's been a great couple of years. And we've had just so much support along the way, which we are very thankful for,
That's
which
you.
is why we had to make this video today.
So thank you very much.
Aside from saying thank you to all of you amazing people out there, we thought that today we would take a few minutes just to talk about what we've learned since we started this channel.
That's a lot.
Because it's a lot, yeah. So we have a list for you. But whether you are looking to start your own channel or you're just wondering how we film while juggling kids running through an airport, because we get that question a lot, we're going to break it down for you.
So this video is for you today.
Yes.
So we wanted to start on kind of a fun note. If you look back at some of our early videos, oh my God, they're so bad.
Awkward, embarrassing are a couple words that come to mind.
But that's our point, is that we've learned so much along the way. And we just started with like our iPhone and our little Rebel T3i, which we've had since college. So you don't have to buy all the lenses, you don't have to buy the camera, you don't have to do anything really. If you have a GoPro or just a phone, you can definitely get started.
Oh yeah, let's throw in the clip of our first ever YouTube video so you can compare where we started from to hopefully we've improved a little bit since that day.
Right? They're just sitting there like, not much better.
No. Wave. Say hi.
Can you say hi to all the internet people? Oh, hey, fancy seeing you here.
Hey guys, I'm Brittany,
I'm Nick.
and we just went to Washington, D.C. with our daughter, Olivia, who's not here, she's sleeping. So I work within the travel industry, which means we do all of our traveling on standby, aka we don't know if we're getting on a flight until
We get on the flight.
another time, just like laughing and giggling because like it just felt so weird. Like,
It's
do you remember
so
that?
uncomfortable.
We could not keep our composure at all, and we still can't really, but number 2, and this is probably what we get asked most often. How do you balance kids and filming? Because if you've ever traveled with kids, you know that like that's a full-time job on its
Sherpa.
own. Yeah. So we have to get creative sometimes. And to be honest, like in the beginning, we were just not good at it at all.
No.
Like we were just stressed a lot and really like we were just focused on, okay, we have to get the camera settings right and blah, blah, blah. We would miss a lot of like moments sometimes. So it's something that we had to work on since the beginning.
Oh, yeah. My personal favorite is Brittany, like, we're going down the jet bridge, and Brittany's like, oh, get this on video. I'm like, I have a stroller and 2 bags, a backpack, and a camera bag, and you want me to film? Okay.
Well, you know. When we started, one of the things that we did was we would just try to film everything, like everything. And so something we learned as we went was that you don't have to, you get better at telling the story and like what you want to show people so that you don't have to film everything. Because we would have like footage of boarding the plane, every airline meal. Like how many times do you need to watch a toddler eat an airline meal? Probably not that often. So we were like, okay, we probably can cut some of this, and we got better at it. Another thing that we do is like when we're going someplace new, we will do kind of like our first part of it be family time, and then we'll get the camera out. And that gives us kind of time to just explore the new place as a family and then film after. The other part of this is that the earlier you get started traveling with your kids, the more comfortable they become with it. So Olivia knows what to do in an airport. She knows how to board a plane, and it's not always smooth sailing. Like, I'm not going to pretend that every moment is just like something out of a dream, but we've gotten into a rhythm. And so I think that makes it easier. And so I would say the more you kind of like get your kids adjusted to being flexible traveling and that sort of thing, the easier it becomes. So that's our advice there, because really like you have to kind of teach them how to act in airports and what a plane is. You know, if you don't know, like, for instance, remember when we filmed the video where you didn't know we were going? Like, how you can imagine the anxiety behind that for kids. Like, if they don't know what's going on, it's more stressful for them.
Yeah, you don't want to be having them get adjusted and sticking a camera in their face. That's just not going to work. So you have to make sure that they're ready for it. Like Brittany said, we used to film everything as it came. It was like boarding every plane. It was every restaurant. It was every museum. It was every commute. It was everything. And it was exhausting. And then when we get done with the video, and then like it'd get a few views, but all the questions went back to like standby or doing things with kids. So we were like, okay, nobody wants to see that, so we're not going to bother it. We enjoy doing it, but we're just not going to like film it and put together a YouTube channel based on that. So we did a lot of looking at analytics and kind of behind the scenes stuff to figure out, okay, what honor trips should we film? And then we plan it around that.
Yeah, you just have to kind of see like, if you are wanting to like start a YouTube as opposed to just making your own vacation videos. Because if you're making your own vacation videos, like film whatever you want. Right. But if you wanted to start a YouTube channel, you kind of look to see like what people are interested in watching. And then not that you have to do things that you don't want to, but just maybe those are the areas that you focus on filming. And then the rest is just kind of like your own vacation time. We thought when we first started this, we'd kind of look at like other people on YouTube, other people making videos, and they had like 1 million followers. So we were like, they must be doing something right, you know? So maybe we should try that. And really like one thing that we've learned is you just got to do you, because it's not going to be authentic if you try to do something that other people are doing. And to be honest, like some of these people don't have kids and they're in kind of like a different situation. Some do, but that's why you can't just like put it into a cookie cutter approach, because, you know, like with kids running around, we don't have time to like set up for a time lapse and spend 20 minutes doing it. You know, like some people, they do have that time and that's great and they get awesome footage out of it, but you just kind of have to do what works for you, because that kind of thing wouldn't work for us with kids. So we've really kind of just come up with our own format, our own system of doing things.
YouTube already has a bucket list family. They already have a Kara and Nate. Don't try to do them. Do you?
And at the end of the day, we really just want our message to come across. That's the reason we started this channel in the first place. And that's that you can travel with kids and don't let somebody tell you you can't. And so if that message gets across, we'll use whatever format we have to.
Even if it's a shaky little...
Yeah. Which sometimes happens because we're just trying to follow the kids and it's shaky and, you know, that's just our style.
Another thing that people will tell you if you're starting a YouTube channel is that you have to be consistent. So you have to post a video once a week at least, and so on and so forth. We do almost every Sunday, but there are some Sundays where we're like, man, I don't feel like posting anything. I just want to hang out with the kids. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. When we're traveling, we don't generally post a video. We'll do like a live, and we love doing those lives. There's just like a lot less prep work. But especially like right now with all of other travel people basically sitting at home, and you can only get up so much motivation to do tips videos week after week after week after week.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard right now when nobody's traveling or interested in travel because they can't really travel. So it is hard to stay motivated, which is why, like, if you need a break, take one.
Your work will only improve with breaks. I mean, you'll be more rejuvenated, you'll be more into it, and you won't feel overwhelmed.
One of the things that I just mentioned a couple points ago was that we really have tried to focus on why we started our channel in the first place. So I'm not going to lie, when you first start, like, the analytics is just something that you always want to look at. Like refresh. You want to like check every day, look at like view counts, subscribers, all that kind of stuff. And that's there and that's all well and good and you can look at that. But really, like, we've had to try to just not focus on it, because I think it's really easy to get wrapped up into it, and then you kind of like start to make videos for just like to help those analytics out, which is not why you started in the first place. Because you'll see, like, you know, there's a trending travel topic and it might not be something that we even enjoy. but you know that it might help your analytics. So we really learned to just not focus on those things and always keep like in the back of our minds why we started this channel. We want to prove to other people and inspire other people that you can travel with kids, especially young kids, babies, and it can be enjoyable. So that's something that we just always focus on, and then the analytics come secondary.
We're not trying to be influencers. That's not at all our goal. We hate that word, in fact.
Coffee.
Are you okay now?
It was at 5:30 morning yesterday.
Terrible. Probably the best thing that we've learned, though, since starting this channel is that there are lots of families like us that want to take their kids out, that want to go explore with little ones and fly on a plane, and maybe they're a little afraid, maybe they're not afraid, but they want to get out there. And nothing makes us happier than when people send us messages on Instagram or Twitter and saying, thanks for giving us this tip that made the flight much easier, or asking us questions on things that they can't find answers to. So that for us is the whole reason that we do it. And that's really why we started this channel, to prove those people wrong that said, get your traveling in now before you have kids, because those people are wrong.
They are wrong.
And they're mean.
Don't be one of those people. But thank you to everybody who has supported us and followed along. If you're new here, well, this video was an interesting first video, but we hope you stick around and watch some of our travel content. We really just wanted to say thank you. It means the world to us, and we really appreciate having all of you as part of our community.
Can't wait to get on the road again, or on the skies again. Right? We're going to take a road trip next.
Yeah, so stay tuned for our next video because we're on the road again.
So excited. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
By the way, they don't tell you that after you throw the confetti in the air that you have to pick it all up, or your 1-year-old will stuff it in his mouth 2 minutes later.